It seems now that we're in the era of Darkness Club, and everything is evil, as Bullet Club has all the gold. But can this be one of the shortest title reigns in New Japan Pro Wrestling history, or is someone going to hell? And who knows what else can happen with Suzuki-gun claiming that they can take over New Japan? Welcome everybody to a Simplin Predictin Previewin special for Sengoku Lord in Nagoya. Hello, everybody. I'm just a simple man, and my name is Noah Foster, and welcome once again, as I said, to another Sibling Predicting Prevent special. This will be, of course, for the next upcoming event for New Japan Pro Wrestling, Sengoku Lord, in Nagoya. This will be the second year in a row that this event is taking place, emanating from the same area, Nakaku, Nagoya, Aichi, Japan, from the Aichi Prefectural Gymnasium. If you all remember last year, this was headlined by Kota Ibushi versus Zack Jr. for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. We got a much bigger event and personal feeling event, it seems, headlined this year, along with a number of other matches. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started, as this will also be basically our setup for whatever the summer struggle is going to bring. And of course, this event in Goku and Nagoya will be taking place tomorrow morning, 2 a.m. Pacific Time, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 10 a.m. British Standard Time. This is being recorded 2:26 p.m. on Friday, July 24th. So literally just about 24 hours from the, or 12 hours, excuse me, botch, from the Pacific time. With that, let's go ahead and get started. So, our first match features Young Lion, Yuya Yamera, taking on Taiji Ishimori. This Young Lion, of course, showing incredible promise, of course. He has a death wish, though, as he wants to take on the King, Minoru Suzuki. But it seems Minoru Suzuki, following the events of the New Japan Road, he just wants Nagata in a one-on-one match. Honestly, I'll take it a match, but that's not the case here. He takes on former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, Bone Soldier, Taiji Ishimori. No doubt this will be another huge challenge and experience bringer for the Young Lion, as of course this Young Lion's coming off loss in New Japan Cup in opening round to heel master Yoshinobu Kanemaru over 20 plus years as a junior heavyweight. With that being said, I expect this to be a very competitive bout, but obviously I believe Taiji Ishimori is going to win here, and I feel that he's going to set his sights on Hiromu Takahashi, no matter the result at the end of the night, because Hiromu is still IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. I believe he wants that title back. Following that, we have a 8-man tag, as we have the coach, Taguchi, Tamaki Homa, and Toga Makabe, GBH, Great Bash Heels, and their partner, Satoshi Kojima. They take on the Chaos faction of Toriano, uh, Tomohiro Ishii, and two young lions here, in Yoda Tsuji, Gabriel Kidd. What's interesting about this match is Yoda Tsuji, he doesn't want the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. He just wants to fight Hiromu Takahashi because he respects him as a wrestler. Gabriel Kidd, however, he wants a piece of Toga Makabe, but he wants the old Toga Makabe back. He feels Toga Makabe has lost his way, lost his touch, maybe gotten soft. I think that's hard to say about the Unchained Gorilla. And then, of course, you have Tomohiro Ishii, who I feel is like a secondary coach and leader for Team Chaos, and Toru Yano, who will be the most outspoken, vocal, and unpredictable here. When I look at the other side, though, Satoshi Kojima, who's proud to be a pro wrestler, the coach who's just the same way, loves to bring everything he can, knowledge-wise, to help New Japan Pro Wrestling. And then you have Great Bash Heel and Tamaki Homa and Toga Makabe. Toga Makabe, Tomohiro Ishii, they're no strangers to each other after coming off their classic in the New Japan Cup, where Tomohiro Ishii won. So the biggest thing here is, I think, is what is Toga Makabe going to prove to Yoda Tsuji? He's going to prove Yoda Tsuji wrong, and Gabriel Kidd, of course, continuing to make strides through his way, representing, of course, LA Dojo. With that being said, I am going to go with the veterans here, because I believe Toga Makabe's got something to say and prove and physically do to Yoda Tsuji, and I feel that will be the setup at the end of this match. So we'll have to wait and see. Also, keep in mind, folks, we are not Toru Yano and Tomohiro Ishii. They are former IWGP Tag Team Champions. If they win here, maybe they can go after Suzuki-gun. That'd be an interesting storyline. But again, for right now, I'm just focusing on Yoda Tsuji and Toga Makabe here, because I feel that's a one-on-one match waiting to be set up. Could be set up during Summer Struggle. I'm going to go with the coach and veterans here for the win. Moving on from here, we have another 6-man tag team bout now, as we have Chaos Faction Sho. Yes, he is still one half of the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, while Yo's out indefinitely. They gotta figure out some of those titles. Yoshihashi, the Headhunter, and Hiroki Goto, they take on the faction from LIJ. In former double champion, Tranquilo, Tetsuya Naito, Cold Skull Sonata, and Bushi. With the fact you do have one person here that represents 1/3 of the IWGP six-man never openweight tag team champions. You have 1/2 of the junior heavyweight tag team champions in here. You have a former never weight champion, one yet to get gold, one that was a former double champ now under, and one that you really wonder what is next for the freaking guy. And of course, these guys are all going to have the main event on their minds as Hiromu Takahashi, representing True LIJ, takes on former LIJ member Evil. Not to mention Rampage Dragon Shingo Takagi defending his never openweight title, which is the last real piece of gold I believe that LIJ has. So, when I think about this match, I think about Sho wanting to prove himself. I think about Sho versus Sonata that happened in New Japan Cup, where Sonata got the better of Sho. I think about Yoshihashi, who we all wonder, is he ever going to win some sort of gold? You wonder if Hiroki Goto, if he's happy, what's next for him? There's a lot of unknowns here, and I don't know really where this match could go. Could we get a six-man heavyweight tag team title bout with the Chaos Faction here if they pin Bushi? Could Sonata and Sho be set up again? And is Naito ever going to get those titles back? With that being said, this match honestly could go either way. But when I think about this match, I think about one thing. When it comes to not the big match, he usually is the fall guy, it seems. And that's Bushi. So with that being said, I'm actually going with Team Chaos for the win here, and maybe we'll set them up for a six-man never overweight championship match. If we ever figure out what to do with Evil's title, who technically is a Triple Crown champion, whether you like it or not, folks. We'll have to wait and see. But more importantly, I just wonder at this point, maybe Sonata and Sho can have like a mutual feud among each other, build both each other up. Sho said again after his loss to the never openweight title, if he has to start over, he will. He must get stronger. Sonata, he's strong. Maybe he can help him get stronger. And maybe these two can really build up one another. But we'll have to wait and see. And may Yo get well soon. Following this, we have a ridiculous 10-man tag team bouts, as we have the Grandmaster, Master Wato, and his tag team partners, former IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, Golden Ace and Hiroshi Tanahashi and Golden Star Kota Ibushi, and their partners, Hiroyoshi Tenshin, who will be in his corner, and of course, Blue Justice, Yuji Nagata. They take on literally my faction, Kasa Ninare, Suzuki-gun, in practically full force, as we have Heel Master Yoshinobu Kawamaru, Dukai, the leader, the king, Minoru Suzuki, and the current IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions in Bloody Dangerous Dekas, in Zack Sabre Jr. and the Holy Emperor Taiji. So I think about this. I thought originally we were supposed to get a Heel Master versus Grandmaster here, but it looks like the card has changed. And now we also think about, can Golden Ace prove that they deserve an opportunity for a rematch at those tag team titles? And also, Minoru Suzuki wants Yuji Nagata. I think these two truly do want to fight each other in a one-on-one match. I hope it does happen again. There's a lot to think about with this 7. Of course, Hiroyoshi Tenshin, he respects Master Wato. He says, as long as I'm in your corner, I'm going to make sure that whoever tries to beat you down, I'm there by your side. There's a lot to think about here. So I think about what could come out of this. We could potentially get booked. Yuji Nagata versus Minoru Suzuki. Maybe Golden Ace do get one more opportunity after those titles before we move on to a brand new picture. And when will we get the Heel Master versus the Grandmaster one-on-one? With the Summer Struggle coming up, could this be a match maybe a teases of thing to come? Maybe before the G1? You gotta imagine G1's gotta be at the end of the Summer Struggle. I can't imagine what else the Summer Struggle is going to be set up for. With that being said, the Heel Master is going to teach Master Wato a very painful lesson. Okay? So, think about that. And then I think about the fact that I still don't know the state of the Ace's leg, and Kota Ibushi has been the most silent out of all 10 of these men, literally given no thoughts to the outcome of that match where they lost the titles, nor anything since. But it seems he just wants to rip the head off Zack Sabre Jr. and kick the head off Taiji. I expect we'll get a kickoff between Taiji and Kota Ibushi. Now, those two need to face each other again one-on-one, in my opinion. Anyway, there's a lot to think about in this match. There are at least 3 matches I could see getting set up out of this. But thinking about right now, because I really was looking forward to Master Wato versus Yoshinobu Kawamaru, which is a one-on-one to come. And coming off their last tag team bout, Yoshinobu Kawamaru got the better of Master Wato and pinned him for the victory. I'm actually going to go with because Dukai here is the odd factor. I'm actually going to go with NJPW main unit here for the win, and believe that this will set up Minoru Suzuki versus Yuji Nagata and Dangerous Techers versus Golden Ace in a rematch for the IWGP Tag Team Championships and Heel Master versus Grandmaster during the events to come during the summer struggle. I feel like Dukai is going to eat the fall here, and I feel like it will be at the hands of Master Wato. How's that for a unique change? After all, Master Wato beat Dukai in his debut. And Dukai, he just doesn't mind beating the hell out of the guy. So yeah, I'm going to go with NJPW main unit for the win here. It should be a very competitive bout. And again, I hope we do get, if nothing else, that singles bout with Nagata and Suzuki. Speaking of a singles bout, we now get into the later half of our card, 5th match. And it's their third one-on-one encounter, but this one feels different for a number of reasons. As Yujiro Takahashi took a pimp, it's really been his year, it seems, and he's gotten the better of Okada. He takes on the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, and again, these guys' history goes all the way back to 2014 at NJPW Dontaku, where Yujiro cost Okada the title against former Bullet Club leader and member AJ Styles. You fast forward all the way to 2020, and Yujiro cost Okada basically the New Japan Cup in the end, where Evo gave us the Shaka in Osaka. And since then, it seems like Yujiro Takahashi's been getting the best of Okada and Goto with help of Gedo. Now, Okada and Goto, they got the better of Gedo and Yujiro in a recent tag match where, of course, Gedo was basically destroyed. But afterwards, Yujiro, he went up into Okada's face, expected maybe something or Okada to react. He didn't, just walked away. Basically, he says, I may not be on Okada's level, I can bring him down to mine. Okada says to Yujiro, though, in backstage interview, come to my level. So with that being said, will this be Yujiro's best match to date? It certainly seems like it will be his toughest. And will the Rainmaker finally build some momentum to maybe go after, eventually, the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, which is all he truly cares about? This definitely feels mutually personal. I sense disgust and envy from Yujiro. And Okada, I'm not sure how to read him right now, besides the fact he's mad and probably tired of Gedo. Now, we all know in Bullet Club you don't fight alone. You also don't fight cleanly. It would not surprise me if Gedo was in Yujiro's corner with a wrench and brass knuckles, waiting to be the difference maker. But can we really see in the singles, keyword singles, Yujiro beat Okada? Right now, it's only 2-0, by the way. But in a tag match, I will say Yujiro did pin Goto, and their record's 15-1. But this is a singles. And I'm not betting against the Rainmaker here, okay? Yujiro's going to get a dose of reality, I feel like, here at the hands of the Rainmaker, and Okada's going to get the best of both him and Gedo. I'm going with the Rainmaker for the win here. It's hard to bet against Kazuchika Okada in any singles match, especially one like this. I'm sure Peter, though, will be watching on from afar and will be happy. I miss Peter. Okay, now we get into the match that I'm most looking forward to, believe it or not, because when it comes to the Never Openweight Championship, what it represents, and the champions that have held it, I love this title. It is current IWGP Never Openweight Champion, the 29th champion, I might add, reigning for over 169 days with 2 successful defenses, Shingo Takagi, Rampage Dragon, representing LIJ. He takes on, for the first time ever, and defending this title, in El Desperado, representing Suzuki-gun. Now, we all know that El Desperado, he had a breakout classic this year against Tomohiro Ishii in the opener of the New Japan Cup, and I feel like that really was the real stepping stone to really show that, hey, he can believe in himself, maybe he could be the Neverweight champion, and basically he forced Shingo to accept this challenge, while he still holds the title in his possession, not the rightful champion, which has only infuriated Shingo Takagi even more. In a recent tag team bout in New Japan Road, LIJ got the better of the Suzuki-gun side, but El Desperado, he basically got the best of Shingo in the end, hitting him from behind and once again absconding away with the title. You can tell right now that Shingo Takagi, he might be going in here not 100% because they did work on his left leg a bit. But again, the power is in Shingo Takagi's arms. And freaking pumping bomber, and that could be it. Also made in Japan. Of course, Shingo Takagi coming off an incredible, successful at Dominion defense of the title against Sho as well. And again, this Neverweight title, it feels like it takes years off your career because you literally put your body and soul on the line. As he says, the will and the spirit of Never, Shingo Takagi wants to represent. By the way, lately he's only been representing this title, by the way. He has not been representing the 6-man title. You can guess why. At this point, he probably wants to forget that he's even that champion because of the traitor. With that being said, it would not be the first time that champion has lost with the 2 defenses, but it also would not be the first time that champion has successfully defended the title 3 times, because this is his 3rd defense. I think about the history, the legacy of the Never Openweight Championship, and I think about how many defenses some of the champions went through. Tomohiro Ishii, who went through a total of 4 defenses in his first reign. I think about the very first champion, Masato Tanaka, who also went through 4 defenses in his first reign, and is still to this day the longest reigning Neverweight champion with over 300 days as champion before it was changed into, well, basically kind of what it represented now. Minoru Suzuki, who also went through 4 defenses successfully, had it for over 250 days, and of course, you know he lost to Hiroki Goto and lost his hair for it too. With that being said, looking at this match, figured about Suzuki going to try and take over all New Japan, figured about the state of LIJ, figured about what could be next for both these men, especially Rampage Dragon and Shingo Takagi. I would love to see El Desperado as the Never Openweight champion, but I don't feel like right now it's his time, and Shingo Takagi is a wrestler on a whole nother level. I know you've heard that from somewhere before. And with that being said, I'm actually going with a successful retainment. I believe that Shingo Takagi is going to successfully retain and claim the Never Openweight Championship from El Desperado. And then we'll see what happens. After all, Taiji and Zack Sabre Jr., they did challenge El Desperado and Yushin Kawamaro to challenge them for the heavyweight tag team titles. Yeah, that could happen. Maybe. But I'm going with Shingo Takagi on the win here. And then we go into our main event that is everything personal, period. As Evil successfully now is going to try and defend, in his mind, as Dick Togo calls him the strongest, and likely will be in his corner. And apparently this is Parade. Evil defends the IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Championships against Ticking Time Bomb Hiromu Takahashi, who again is the current IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. We all know how personal this is. Back when these two were best friends, Young Lion days, he wants answers, Hiromu does. Evil refuses to give it to him. And Hiromu tries to get the better of Evil, mind game-wise, literally come out in a Bullet Club shirt in the tag team bout main event at New Japan Road. And really, LIJ was just off kind of that entire match as Taiji Mori, Dick Togo, and Evil, they worked like a well-oiled machine. And of course, Dick Togo, playing apparently is the spoiler of Bullet Club, not General, even though he looked like one. Literally using that steel-type choke chain to choke out Hiromu post-match. And literally Evil with the last statement about, oh, I can end you right now if I'm Evil, but I refuse to. But apparently he says he's going to send him to hell. And again, you think about Hiromu Takahashi, the emotional turmoil and physical turmoil he's been through, not only in his career, but this year especially. It's going to feel extremely personal, and I feel like Hiromu is unraveling at the seams and is going to do everything he can to take these 2 titles off of Evil. But again, Evil proclaimed a statement, I'm going to send you to hell, okay? And again, the deck is going to be stacked against Hiromu here. And I really wonder if Bushi, or even Naito for that matter, is going to be out there to try and help him. Because things are going to fall apart. You know they are. And Sonata too. But I think about what could be next for both men. Thinking about, again, the opening match. Taiji Mori, he wants that title back. I think about everybody that Evil has history with beyond LIJ. Because I feel like this will be the final nail in the coffin with his history in LIJ. And I'm just going to say right now, I think he is going to retain. There's no way this soon I see these titles changing hands. Why it would not be unprecedented to think about it happening, because similar history like this has happened before in these type of title reigns. Not double gold, but in IWGP title, championship title reigns. I just don't see Evil right now losing this title. But I do think about the summer struggle. Who could be next on his radar? Who could face him next? He has yet to overcome Tomohiro Ishii in singles action. And you have to wonder, Tomohiro Ishii, he's going to have his eyes on these titles too, not just Okada. You also think about Okada, who wants to get a piece of Evil as well. I think about his former tag team partner, Sonata, who, again, seems the most distraught, but is silent. Could potentially confront Evil afterwards, and we could maybe try and set up this match. Maybe this could be potentially our main event all the way heading into Wrestle Kingdom next year, where these two won face each other last year in the Double Gold Dash main event, as they alluded to during their run of momentum during Fighting Spirit Unleashed, even though both men failed to capture the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, and of course the certificate. Kota Ibushi defeated Evil, and Okada beat Sonata in Match of the Year, I might add, for King Pro Wrestling, respectively. With that being said, and thinking about the direction of fall, what are we going to get? When is the G1 going to happen? Is it going to happen? Are we going to get our Destruction Tour? And what else is bound to ensue? And what is Summer Struggle? What is it going to bring? Because Summer Struggle literally starts the day after Sengoku Lord. Literally 2 days in a row, I believe. The 26th and the 27th. I honestly don't know what to think afterwards, but I do know this. I truly do believe that Evil is going to retain these titles. It's going to be a very competitive, be mostly driven bout. I feel it's going to be better than Evil versus Naito. I feel like it's going to go longer than Evil versus Naito as well. And we'll have to see what is to come after this event. As Summer Struggle starts, literally the 26th, and then the 27th, then we get a day break, and then 29th. And it runs through pretty much July all the way to mid-August. So with that being said, those are my simple thoughts, takeaways, predictions, analysis, and overall thinking as we prepare for Sengoku Lord, literally less than 12 hours from now. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I would love to know your predictions, your thoughts, your comments. What do you expect to come out of Summer Struggle? What do you expect next for the double champion picture? What do you expect next for everybody in New Japan Pro Wrestling? Love to hear you. And also, I don't know necessarily who might travel back, but I know that they are starting to line up with traveling, it seems. We might get some Bullet Club members back. Maybe from Australia, maybe from America. Only time will tell, especially as we head through to August. But it seems like traveling might be a little bit more uplifted towards Japan anyway. We'll have to wait and see. Stronger things to come, more positive things to come, bigger changes to come maybe, especially in Bullet Club. Only time will tell. Again, because we don't have Kenta, we don't have GLD, we don't have Jay White, we don't have El Phantasmo. We'll have to wait and see. And who knows who else might join New Japan Pro Wrestling too. It's been a year of surprises since they come back. And again, that's why it's my #1 promotion. Anyway, love to hear your thoughts. You want to know more about me? Know this. I'm just a simple man and a lifelong fan of ... wrestling. So follow me on Twitter, nodq.com/Noah. Follow me on Instagram, @mfoster1916. Follow the Simple YouTube channel for all things wrestling. Shout out to my ATW family. YouTube.com/user/NoFoster210. Thank you to all 160 plus of you that's been with me on this fun YouTube creator's journey. It's not laying up anytime soon. I will be back, of course, with a simple take of Sengoku Lord and my thoughts of what's to come during Summer Struggle, if nothing is announced or what I think might be set up. Because I believe we're going to have a lot set up, especially as far as main event attraction matches, maybe for each day of Summer Struggle. Only time will tell. Anyway, if you haven't figured it out by now, the reason I'm even in YouTube and doing this, support my family. Support NoDQ. Buy a shirt. I have a shirt. I have multiple shirts for the Good Cherry brand too. NoDQ.com/merch to the store. Follow NoDQ.com on your social media platforms. Your opinions matter. Comments on everything. WWE, NJPW, a little bit of NJPW, a little bit of Impact, AEW, Independent Wrestling, etc. Also, support the Good Cherry brand. He made this awesome shirt right here. Please support my friends. Support the Jeff Meacham Network. Support WrestleJoy. Supports Team All Elite, Pro Wrestling Discussions, Pure Japanese Pro Wrestling on Facebook, NJPW Discussions on Twitter. Shout out to you all. You all rock. And of course, Team NDQ. I'll always represent that. And I believe that's it for now. So with that being said, as always, I'd like to close. Just support wrestling. Support pro wrestling. Support independent wrestling, because that's the heart of this, folks. As always, support wrestling house big and small. Let's keep growing this incredible, diverse, unique, elite, authentic, unscripted, unrestricted wrestling community together. Simple as that. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, tell a friend, hit the bell, know next video goes live on this channel, hit the subscribe button. Videos to come in this order: a simple take on Sengoku Lord, maybe a preview, if not enough, simple take on NJPW's first event in the Summer Struggle, as well as, of course, a new episode of AEW Spark, and more. But until the next video, I'm done here as it's 2:48 p.m. Friday, July 24th. I'm going to go play Ghost of Tsushima until Sengoku Lord arrives. I'll see you all live in the morning. With that being said, take care, enjoy life. Tomorrow's never guaranteed. Treasure your families, and enjoy wrestling. There's more of it now than ever. Find something or someone or some promotion that connects with you. Make a friend out of it too. Or an enemy. Your choice. I'm not going to judge you. And until the next video, I just hope you all just have a wonderful day. Gokigenyo. Sayonara.